but I turn up the TV light. Give up without a fight. Better than pretending to know what's wrong or what's right. I could spend ages asking myself why. There's a million ways that
Hi, and welcome to UCLA's new Play Festival. I'm Sylvan Oswald, Artistic Director of the festival and Head of Playwriting at UCLA. In the new Play Festival, you'll see brand new plays by our third-year MFA playwrights. This year, as you can imagine, we handle things a little bit differently, and we paired each one of our playwrights with a different East Coast theater, who in turn recommended an emerging director from their community. The playwright-director teams auditioned UCLA actors, and we even got our student designers in on the collaboration as well, and they worked on design packets, sketches, drawings, visualizations of what the plays might look like on each partner theater's stage. We want to say a big thank you to our partners, Maria Stryer from Clubbed Thumb, Adrienne Alice Hansel from Studio Theater, and Linda Chapman from New York Theater Workshop. And thanks also to our staff, faculty, and students for their participation and collaboration on this adventure. So this concludes my video curtain speech to the live stream of the workshop, of the Zoom rehearsal process, of the brand new play you're about to see and hear on the internet. Or maybe this is a love letter to theater to be delivered whenever we gather next.
Copy. Negative on a fire. PC Andrews is approaching the trailer now. Copy. 516 as well.
Movement 1, 3:45 p.m. Christmas Eve, somewhere in the Southern California woods. There is a pine tree beautifully decorated for Christmas. We live in the beauty until the entire tree goes up in flames. It burns and burns, a glorious expression of pain. In darkness, 3 inmate firefighters, 41212, 21507, and 77312 take their place. They've been on shift for 8 hours already. They stand in the tree's glow, powerless to the burning. We watch the tree for what seems like forever, yet eventually the flames die out. Smoke fills the set. There always seems to be a thick layer of smoke. There always seems to be dust and sparks falling from the sky. What little daylight there is barely breaks through the smog.
All right, we better get moving. We're losing daylight.
Daylight.
I can't see shit.
Flip them on. All right, everyone, shovels up. And dig. 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 Get down, get in, put your bodies into it. Legs, arms, backs, heads, mind, soul. That tree won't move itself, so...
Dig! 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 God, go be a firefighter, they said. Save people's lives, they said. Get jacked as shit! Ah!
Dig! 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 Oh, why? Why are we trying to move this bitch? If it's already burnt up, what, is it just gonna burn again?
Trees not removed are just tinder for the next wave of flames. Keep your heads down, focus! Let's go, I want to get out of here! So, dig!
Dig!
Dig! Sig! Yo! I caught the root!
No! Come on, honey, you smash like that, you'll break your back. Like this. Clear the soil away from the bottom. Bend from the knees. Put your ass behind it, yeah? And then...
Oh, shit. Like this?
No, you'll get there. Hey, you'll get it. You're still new.
Or you'll be like me and suck forever.
Yeah. Come on, we all gotta get the stump. And...
Fuck this!
They pull out a cigarette and a Zippo.
Are you kidding me, rookie? Hey! You just watched this tree burn and you're gonna smoke a freaking cig? Really?
Hey, fine. Jesus Christ.
We're almost done. Let's go. Ready, set.
Should have just stayed put. Should have cut lawns, made coat hangers ons, reheat slop in a pot. Oh, fuck. I could have been in bed, cooked up dinner in a bowl, sold it for a pack of backwoods.
Well, a whole pack?
My shit fucks.
Well, what's it got?
Ramen, Nutriloaf, contraband, sriracha, and Mountain Dew.
Sounds fucking gross.
Oh, it is, but kick in the teeth and a kick in the ass keeps you going, you know?
Hell, you know what? Anything with a kick, I give it a go. Even your nasty ass Mountain Dew, ramen stew bullshit.
Enough. Come on. Let's get this out. You can talk on the ride back to camp. Harder! Faster! Stronger! Tree falling!
Tree falling!
The tree falls and collides with the earth. Embers and shards float up into the sky, creating a mirage of amber, scarlet, and gold.
Wow. Every time. Wow.
Should we?
Yeah. Remember, legs not backs. 1, 2, 3.
The tree floats up into space, becoming a million little shards. The third most incredible mosaic of shards, light, and fire you've ever seen. The shards begin to dance across the sky. The firefighters continue to trudge forward off stage with the log. Lights out. Movement 2, 5 p.m. We're in the van, an old white creeper van, blacked out windows. There's one little light at center, harsh, cold. A chain link fence separates the inmates from the front seat. They sit in silence in the very, very low light.
Where do you get that?
I swiped it off some kid I used to mess around with.
Kid?
Yeah, you know, thick shoulders, thick skull, thick.
Okay.
I had one like that.
Oh yeah, what happened? Lose it during Nom?
Excuse you? I'm what, 10 years older than you?
29?
You're 19? Shit, I'm a little older. It was bright red. Lost it on a fishing trip.
Fishing?
Oh, I love fishing.
Put a lighter.
Well, you melt the line to the hook. After you knot it off, that way it doesn't snap if something bigger than you're expecting comes along and takes a chomp. We were on this big ass boat down near San Diego, and I was messing around too much. Kaploosh into the Pacific. We just chummed the water too, so I was about to mess around with some sharks and barracuda and stuff. So, bye lighter.
Yo, I want a gold one. Like, this one's fine, like silver basic, but gold's something else.
My brother is a white lighter guy.
Oh, God.
That's something else.
Yeah, he's a bitch. Miss that bitch.
He the only one?
Like sibling? Yeah. You?
Your brother and my brother.
I mean,
The only kid.
surprised.
Why? Black people can't be only kids?
No, I mean, as who has...
Now take your panties out your pussy. Man, I got a brother and a sister. Shit, you should have seen your face. Fuck. Hey, bitch, I hit back.
Hey, please don't hit each other. Come on.
What are you in for?
Possession. 2 years. Yo, this might be a line, but I swear it wasn't even mine. Swear to God. My cousin's the one with the habit, and I was just holding it down, and now he's got the rabbit, and I got 2 years. Well, early release for good behavior.
First time?
Yeah, first time, last time too. I swear. You?
First time. Burglary.
Shit.
My brother picked up this scheme, skimmed the tops off of social security checks. Old dudes never even knew, and we were pulling good cash too. Like $800 a week was weak.
How'd you get caught?
How does anybody get caught? Cameras, carelessness, wrong place, the wrong time. Yeah, he got more time than me. He's somewhere up north. I'm not sure. I don't know when he's getting out.
You do what you do.
Yeah? How about you, Mima?
Intent to sell. Controlled substance. Cannabis.
Fucking weed?
15 years.
15 years?
Fucking weed!
Okay, well, it's 10 for good behavior and good work. Whatever that means.
How much fucking weed were you moving?
It wasn't my first time. Which... Hey! What's going on, man? When we getting there? I want to stretch! Ah, what a prick. Nine years, 8 months, 24 days. I'm fucking close. And that's why I'm hard on you all. No funny business, you hear? Keep your head on straight, do the work right, answer with a smile, a yes sir, and we move on.
Man, but that's so...
I'm aware. But you do it. And you never worry. And you never gotta worry if you do things right. Above and beyond. And I've done that. I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. April 1st can't come quick enough.
Man, that'd be some fucking April Fool's joke walking into your hearing and they're like, oh.
No, don't even play like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine?
No. And I won't. I'm getting out.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you do this?
Attention, volunteers! Winds have picked up. Fire has jumped. Rerouting to Calabasas.
Man, how fucked up is that? Calling us volunteers?
I want to go home.
I've never been to Calabasas.
Oh, Drake and Kanye live there.
No, sad whiny dude central. Fun.
Oh, it's wild over there. You could fit an entire city block of people in their guest houses. I used to cut their lawns. Unfreaking believable. Breathtaking vistas. Oh, swimming pools, the size of airplane hangars. A porch for people's porches. Every Italian sports car you've never heard of. Freaking nuts.
Well, so much for an early evening.
We might overtime after all.
And that's
17 cents more?
The van hits a huge bump.
Come on, man! Drive the freaking car! Okay, when we get there, let's put you on pack and you on shovel.
Because I was so helpful last time?
You're still learning. Can't fault you for trying.
Oh, 3 years of learning, 3 years of trying, 3 years of...
have 3 years and you still can't use a shovel?
I still can't use a fucking shovel. I'm past learning. I'm learned. I suck.
Damn, 3 years.
You want to switch?
Oh, hell no.
You gotta have hope in yourself.
And what are you gonna do when we get there, Mima?
Clean up your mess?
Lights shift. Movement 3, 6:30 p.m. In the woods somewhere near Calabasas.
Sealed?
Sealed.
Here, plant this. Blue flag signal it was first passed just so we know for later.
It smells so fucking nasty. Like plastic on a hot stove, day-old underwear, cat piss.
You get used to it.
Still ain't.
15 years from now, if I'm a cranky ass out here clearing brush, laying this noxious shit, used to it, kill me.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. You two do the same.
Way to scare him off.
Shut up.
You think they're here for something bigger, bigger than themselves?
Man, that's... Putting yourself in this much danger? For what? Like to pat yourself on the back? Fuck that. Do you want to be out here 15 years from now, $30 in your pocket, no hope of going home for proving you're good? Like to who? For who? Man, some screw is loose.
They're just trying to get out quick, just like the rest of us. She knows her stuff. Just buy in. Have a little hope.
Yeah, right. Hope. What is hope? That the fires get out? That we stop? Like that someone's gonna wave their hand and it'll all go away? Nah. Labor is labor. And labor is cheap. So as we are labor and we are cheap, we are here forever.
You got a cranky bud. What's up?
You're rubbing off on me.
Come on. What's up?
All right. I'm missing home. See them?
The lights?
Christmas Eve. I used to spend hours untangling lights. We get that cheap shit down at the dollar store. And every year, it seemed like we added another box. You plug them in, and the entire strand was always out. My kid sister, they're like 14, they still love it. As long as I remember, they'd sit there and press in every last one of them, trying to find the loose caboose, set them all loose, and then... I miss her. My brother. I don't want to be away for much longer. What'd you do for Christmas?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, I'm a Jew, so nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For me being Jewish?
No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. You didn't know. I won't crucify you for that. We did celebrate Hanukkah, obviously. Or maybe not obviously. Whatever. And it's nothing special. I'm sure it's the same nonsense as Christmas. Mom in the kitchen cheating on Weight Watchers. Dad in the living room, Yingling number 7. Brother in the bathroom, time went off. Family stuff.
And you? Where are you at?
A little bit of everywhere. I didn't really fit. We didn't fit. We were just like loosely tethered strings or pickup sticks. We came together when there was a purpose, not for any good or the hell of it. There's always some other reason, never for each other. Are your family close?
Yeah, we are. Every year on the 23rd, which my brother, little man, calls Christmas Adam because anyway, I would go to this farm, late as shit, chop down one of the evergreens, and tie to the top of the Crimson Ford Explorer, drive off into the night, singing every song that popped up on the radio. We go to church and celebrate midnight mass. Wait for Santa, who never seemed to come. But when we woke up in the morning, without a doubt, a few presents under the tree.
You go often?
Church? I mean, they do. Every Sunday. Me, Christmas, and Easter.
Back home, they'd call you a creaster. All my friends at prep school, fancy Catholic parents just wanted the prestige. All of them, creasters.
A lot of Jews in North Philly?
Over in Cheltenham and neighborhood people here and there, but no, not really. Philly's like any other American city. Shit ton of people from a shit ton of places saying they all love it, but they're all segregated.
LA too.
LA's different. I miss Philly. I miss the people of Philly.
I miss my people too.
I'm gonna go clear some brush off the left. That way it may make it easier for the inevitable. And maybe say a prayer. And may we never come back.
Oh, we'll be back.
Stay on walkie. I'll go grab Mima.
Be right there.
77312 takes out a letter.
To my sister on this Christmas Eve. I write to you somewhere in the woods, near Calabasas. Same streets we used to drive, see the lights. That sky blue, the old shutters, those marble columns, the enormous windows. Mom pulled over the car. Remember? A little Siberian husky. Kevin? He wouldn't stop licking you. The little man was in the backseat crying because he thought Kevin was going to eat you. I mean, shit. Who names a dog Kevin? I don't intend to be doing this much longer. These fires shift and I'm no longer myself. I fall into the kid, scared half to hell, waiting for the call in the smoky haze. I wait for the day in old age when all we gotta do is find one way to survive one more Christmas. Only this time, I won't be staring out alone into the valleys and slopes of Southern California. Rather, I'll have my sister back on me again. I didn't mean to make you cry. I guess when you don't know what to do, when rent's due and all you can do is what they let you do, fuck. Don't get me wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to be told that any and all is available sitting at your fingertips, regardless of where you live, are born, whatever. That excellence will follow those who work for it, but the fucking powerful push against us. We who need to rise up. And you, girl, you will rise. I know it. I don't want this for you. The system, they're going to do anything it can to place your black, beautiful body behind steel bars until every moment, thought, memory is directly controlled by them. Baby, you are black, you are beautiful, and you are better. And I'm going to be better. And we're going to change them instead of them changing us. This will be my last holiday away from you, I promise. I'm ready for all the fights, for all the endless nights, for all the waiting for that window to unlock when little man sneaks back in, and we can know at the very least that he's safe. And we're safe, and we're home.
She closes the letter. Lights out. Movement 4, 10 p.m.
Attention all units! Report of a massive break, requesting all available units in the area to clear. Be on the lookout for civilians and animals that need evacuation.
It's never gonna stop. We're gonna be out here forever. I hope there's some normal fucking firefighters this time, not just us. Or somebody who knows some actual shit about fighting fires.
You've got plenty of training, just use your brain.
Okay, first, bitch. Second, I know we got a shovel. And I know we got a light at the top of our head. That's it. And all that my name is a few tools and a number on my back so they can identify my ass when I fall over some cliff or get smashed by some fucking tree. They're just gonna slap it on someone else and keep moving like I was never even there.
Just stick to your training and you'll be fine.
3.5 weeks running around a field looking like a fucking dumbass isn't training. It's just stupid.
Okay, well, what else could you want?
A Corvette. 5 figures every Tuesday in an offshore bank account. A clean record. Double ply toilet paper. Not to be in jail.
The only roads worth traveling are the ones with sticky wickets.
Why are you always like this?
What?
Travel on a road with sticky wickets. You sound like fucking Mumford and Sons. English, motherfucker. God damn it, I'm trying to have a conversation, and I feel like I got a wall of fucking pillow quotes talking to me.
I speak from the heart.
Okay, well, can you tell your heart to be a little less Hallmark and a little more real?
You know, just look at all the good things we've got.
Bitch! We're taking time off from jail to go running in the woods, playing firefighter. You think this is good?
No, I didn't.
Wow, nah, you like this shit, huh? You love this shit. You get off on this shit.
It's better than being inside all day. And we'll get off sooner. And the money's nothing, but...
Don't try to make it seem like this is a better life. It's the same shitty life, in the same shitty prison. Trying to make it into this big, beautiful experience ain't helping anyone.
I agree with the kid.
There will be a time when you are older.
Oh, great. The whole timey prospector here is gonna sit me down and give me a talk about how young I am and how the world is just gonna present itself to me and I just need to calm down and enjoy it. Cool.
Come on, dude, chill.
There will be a time when you are older. Where you will realize there are worse things than mountainside vistas. Dancing fires, the power of nature. You'll understand one day that we don't have the power to stop it. We can just maintain it, keep it away from the people who don't have a charge against their name except trying to live.
Hold on.
You know what I mean.
I don't.
We're in here for a reason. We broke the law. We made choices.
So I'm less than them? They should strip my voting, job, healthcare, wages, rights because I made choices? How many multi-millionaires are out there off selling weed? And how much did you make to sit here right now? We made choices. Fuck off!
Listen, sitting in the back of some windowless van, waiting to run into God fucking knows what, then shoved back into a confined space, rinse, lather, repeat, that's not degrading to you? We're just numbers on a sheet. We're just shit diggers. We're just slaves. I need to sleep.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I wanted to be a chef.
Oh, you could work in the kitchens.
It's not cooking. It's nuking shit to shovel. This is just a dream. Like, I don't know. Is that sad? Like, I don't really know what it is the fuck I want to do in life. I should go to school, right? And that's what they all say, like college degree or trade school or something. I was taking classes back at the Corona.
Yeah?
Yeah, and just some gen ed stuff. It's nice to read. Never thought I'd say that shit. Oh, I don't know who I am sometimes anymore. I gotta get out of that place.
We do. They're not wrong. But I don't know. There's a weird freedom in the heat. Staring down a fire. It's a lover that'll never love me back. One I can never fully understand, never trust. But I'm drunk off them. The power and the beauty, the raw, unmatched majesty of nature. It is passion. It is wretched. It is everything. I can't stop. I wish I could. It'll be the end of me. My wife wants me to quit it.
Ah, shit. Oh, a wife? Why didn't you tell me you had a wife? Damn, what's she like?
Annoyingly kind. kind of person who gets drunk off her ass Thanksgiving dinner. A cigarette in one hand and a G&T in the other. It's always slightly less than perfect, but that always made it all the more perfect. Sophia. What about you? Anyone waiting on the outside?
Nah, just me. Brother's got more time to his name than a clock. Parents are still in Philly. I think they fucking hate us.
No, you don't know that. They still love you.
They've never been out here. They gotta be mad. I'm sure they know. You got kids?
Yeah.
So you know, love is love. You get through it. But what we did...
And that is?
It's bad.
So
I'd rather not say. I followed him out. He said the work was good. He wasn't wrong either. He's just bad. I always hear those stories about people, inmates, people who never get out. They just stay inside forever and no one will take them in. And I'm worried that that's me. I'm worried those fucking men who prey on people like us, like, I don't know, I'm just so fucking worried. Like, that's the only way out.
don't say that. Mm-mm.
I know it's fucking sick, but I know a couple girls and they're desperate. Pretty desperate.
I won't let you do that. No, I'll take you in.
You don't know me.
I think you're a good kid. I do. Look, I mean, you were my age when I got locked up. I didn't have anyone there for me, you know? Got involved in something stupid. Stupid. I was just trying to survive, keep myself okay. And I got punished for it. I was alone. And then Sophia, I mean, she just kept me going. Refused to let me waste away in here. So when I think about it, you know, when I get out of here, what is going to be most important? It's not about yourself. It's about your family, your community, picking people up and frickin' being there for them. Building a home for the future.
Yeah, home.
You gotta find that now. What kind of person are you gonna be? What kind of life do you want? Who do you want in it? Be careful. I don't know them much, but they've got a long time.
2 years.
That's a long time. Life is short. Rest up! We'll be there soon.
Lights shift. Movement 5, 11:45 p.m. The 3 inmates stand testament to a large house fire. Far enough away that they're not in immediate danger, but they're not actively trying to stop it. They flip their masks off before they start speaking.
A family lived there.
Yeah, but where else? You own a house that size, and you've got a place in the Bay, another in Wyoming. Cows and horses just roam, because what the fuck else are they going to do that much land? Yeah, sometimes it's nice to see a house like that just burn.
Looks like some stuck-up stiff prick summer home. This is a third wife home.
No, I'll gladly be the fourth if the house looks like this.
On fire?
Shut up.
Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. It's Proverbs.
There ain't gonna be any green left come tomorrow. Grass is gray, sky is gray, life is gray.
I reckon they want to move us soon. This thing's just gotta burn out.
Fun. We're standing around. I want a nap.
Can you build a house like this out here in the woods? Like, what do you expect?
Chipmunks, deer, a couple rabbits.
No one expects this.
What keeps happening? Motherfuckers still set up shop in these woods knowing it's gonna burn. Like, you think it ever stops?
Well, it's been going on for centuries.
Not ones that level whole towns. I got this cousin. He's a mechanic up in Clover. A couple years ago, the whole town gone. Had to rebuild from the ashes.
Looks like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Huh?
Are we, what, morally bankrupt?
Hold up. Sodomy and gonorrhea? The fuck are you talking about?
Sodom and Gomorrah! Ancient cities destroyed by fire and brimstone because they turned away from God. They've been used as an example for years to punish people, give zealots cause for anger, jealousy, rage, hate, fear, and it's rude as hell.
So these fires are because, what? Sin? Murder? Gays?
I don't believe whoever's up there is vengeful, not in the way that we like to think, like X equals Y, and therefore A, B, and C must exist. But I was like, I don't know. I trust God loves us.
Well, you know, in the Bible,
And we all grow, moments change us, movements spurn, and because of that change, and out of that, our existence blooms into something new. If we trust that God is like us, if we're made in their image, then why wouldn't God be a little, I don't know, like, gay? Or like, try to understand us, be okay with us? They made us, right? We're all just children of God trying to learn that God's learning too.
Why all the fires? Why do you think God would let this happen?
No, it's not God who's doing this. We've got free will. God gave us a choice, and we went apeshit with it, because that's what humanity does, right? I made the choice to steal, and you both made choices. Humanity is just a series of choices that led us to here. These fires are greed. These fires happen near houses of those who chase justice, life, and reason away without ever a thought of the consequences. And that's nature. That's humanity. That's God. It's messy. It's for sure messy.
to say the least.
But you still have faith. All right.
It's the way it is. You take the good and the bad. For me, the goodness of being alive, of serving something, outweighs any of the bad. Out here, I feel we have a purpose. I see the way I am to walk. I gotta make sure people know, and I gotta look out for us all. And it's fucked, like burglary. When it's done by rich bitches, it's business casual slack, it's business, it's profit, it's the wheel that keeps turning. Drill, frack, crack, smack, shellac. They get paid, the earth goes great. We all move on, okay, until their problem is our problem. When a select few control all of everything and then destroy, withhold, sell, that's not justice, that's burglary. We're stealing from whoever comes next, and us, the workers, we have to actually deal with it. And it's some crazy shit. Like, I heard something like 100 companies produce like 70% of all of it and everything, and they own us, but they won't own this. So, hey kid, you got a cigarette?
77312 offers a cigarette. 21507 smokes. 77312 puts one in their mouth. 41212 looks on with envy. 77312 notices them, offers it up. 41212 takes it. They all smoke.
I don't remember the last time I had a cigarette. Isn't your generation supposed to be like woke?
Yo, tell me the shit don't look cool.
Yeah, I mean, sure, cool as heck. God, this tastes like shit. I love it.
Normally I vape, but ain't no way I can smuggle that around, so I make do.
Oh, that's disgusting. You vape. Of course you vape. God, can't believe you vape. Gross.
Hey, they look cool. The little black capsule thingies, right?
Hide them easy. Bring them anywhere you want to go. Don't cause a fire.
Technology, man. Shit, back in my day, we just shove a few joints up our cooch.
I mean, we do that too. You know, there's something so satisfying about watching things burn. Like the click of the lighter, the suck of the draw, the heat when it's too close to your fingers, the cancer.
What would you do with a house like this?
I'd take a 5-hour bath in the jacuzzi upstairs, followed by a 5-hour soak in the tub outside, and then sleep for 14 hours. Rinse, lather, and repeat until I die.
Oh, solid.
I'd want a wine cellar.
You're 19, you can't even drink.
Bitch, you think I've never had wine? Also, sexy ass lighting, so the fucking would be great.
What?
Fucking in a wine cellar?
It's a bucket list fuck place. In a wine cellar, on a private beach, in a helicopter.
Oh.
Heck, man, I love to be rich for like a week.
Chill forever. Never care about work. Throw your money wherever you want.
Hold on. Fucking in a wine cellar is different than owning a wine cellar.
Yeah, bitch. That's oh shit money. That's can I get a hitman kind of money. That'll name me one rich dude or boss that doesn't have a wine cellar.
Wait, okay, just to clarify, in this, your wildest fantasy, you'd want to be a Bond villain.
Oh, give me that power! Sexy ass ladies. Boats. A wine cellar. Oh, it'd be dope. Oh. You?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You have to know.
Yeah, everybody knows that people only ask questions, they can answer the question themselves.
Not gonna lie, when I was out, I had a tough time even thinking about keeping a roof over our heads. So with a house like this, I'd be ecstatic just to cut the lawn, clean the pool, pick up dog shit. Man, I miss chores for the sake of chores.
God, you are the weirdest motherfucker. Chores, dick, pussy, ass, Lamborghini, Ferrari, champagne, caviar. Dude, all that's out there for the taking. You just want to trim some hedges?
Oh, I do enjoy a finely pruned bush.
I hate both of you.
Should we?
Just let's give us 10 more seconds.
Lights fade. Movement 6, 1 a.m. The fire has spread. We're in the woods somewhere. 41212 is standing in the clearing, hunched close to the earth. Fire surrounds them. They've dug out a circle to keep themselves safe.
Anyone? Can anyone hear me? Hey! Oh, gosh dang it, this is bad. Oh, this is so bad.
We're taken to another part of the fire. 77312.
Fuck.
They think about moving. A step to the left, no dice.
Fuck.
They take their shovel, dig up some dirt, start to clear a little path.
Fuck.
A particularly hot area, they singe their arm.
Oh, fuck.
Cut to another part of the forest. 21507 is there working on the midst of it all.
Oh, these flames, there is no use. There is no... Hey, God. Hope you're there. Hope you listen. So what does this mean for me, huh? Am I to die on the side of a mountain like Moses, never realizing what I could be? Is this the miraculous end to life that I was promised by loving you? I do love you. I love you with everything I have ever known, every little cell of me that's been stitched together, but I don't understand why in Leviticus you come for people like me. You thrust fire and brimstone in our faces and expect us to just gag our lives away to your want and desire. Don't you love me too? Aren't we in some magnificent way lovers? Needing each other endlessly, not for any other reason but hope and joy? Just want desperately to feel your love back. I'm not a bad person. I followed, and then I had to save myself. I didn't know she would die. I swear I didn't know she would die. But he persisted, and I watched. We were so hungry. I mean, you saw, I guess. I still think you're up there. I just need to know that you love me back, that my starving and my pain for your love is valid, and that you will not... I don't know who I am anymore. Am I a follower of you who hates who they love, or am I who I love, and do I resent you? Why? Take me now. I don't care. Take me now. If I am so wrong, and if this is so right to be punished, I don't blame you. I trust you. I love you, but I will never choke who I am to your want and desire. And if you love me, you wouldn't want that. So what'll it be? Hey!
Oh, holy shit!
Come on, let's go.
But the...
Over here!
Oh, we're not gonna make it!
Oh, we are. 1, 2, 3.
Time slows. They run through the flames in slow motion. The beauty and rage of the fire consumes them, yet miraculously they reach the other side unscathed.
Let's go! Let's go!
They run. A huge tree immersed in flames falls in the middle of the set, sending splinters and sparks everywhere and illuminating the sky. It's truly miraculous. The second most incredible mosaic of shards, light, and fire you've ever seen. A combination of Fire at Night by Francisco de Goy's Y Lucientientes and Paul Kane's Prairie on Fire. Lights fade. Movement 7, 3 a.m. Back in the van, each of them are covered in soot, completely pitch black.
Kid, this whole van is going up if you light up. Don't even think about it. Stick it where the sun don't shine. I don't want to see it, smell it, hear it until we're near a pool. A glass of water. The Pacific freaking ocean. Anywhere else but this van. Get it, goodbye. Anyone got the time?
My bones are exhausted and my blood is thick.
Christmas Day. Alive and thriving on Christmas Day.
You didn't think we blew through?
No. No. I thought we were licked. I couldn't see my own sweat. I can't remember a blaze that bad. Oh.
15 hours? One shift? Man! Fuck that shit! Oh. You saved us.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna sleep. Oh! Carry on, you two. I sleep through anything.
Thank you. Bro, you know.
For what? Getting us back to the old gross vans? Scaling mountains? Searching for fires? No. All I did was put you back in a car to bring you back to jail.
Well, when you put it that way, fuck you.
Fuck you too.
I heard you and I knew we'd be okay.
I guess it shows. Sometimes when you're covered in soot and the light goes black, speaking safety into existence is all you can do to survive.
It's not safety, it's each other.
Oh, but that's safety. This little makeshift family we got. We all we got. We all we need. So, tired?
Nah. You? Okay.
Okay. So, why firefighting? I mean, it's dope that you're here, and it's helped us a lot, but why?
Yeah, I heard from this dude that after all that training, you can make $22 an hour on the outside. So I thought, well, shit, you know, you got here with like a recommendation from some supervisor who's probably got some friends who are firefighters, and you know, maybe they can get you in, you know, get a good head start, get a good life going, you know. Like I had good people before. It was just me, my actions that needed to tune up. And now I don't. I feel good. I feel right. Helping the community, being someone my brother and my sister can look up to.
But it means nothing.
Nothing. All 2 years of hard labor and I'll be swole as fuck.
Oof, sure, but you can't be an EMT.
I ain't gonna be an EMT.
No, but you need that license to be a firefighter, and you've got an automatic felony, and that's like a no. The emergency ones we got, it's just to save a few bucks.
But nah, there was this whole thing I thought.
Oh, you mean the fucking red tape? Yeah, that whole do this, and maybe somewhere down the line we'll get rid of everything. Yeah. Right, you said it, we're slaves. When we get out, we ain't changed, not to them. Our past is the only thing they care about. We're stuck in the same limbo between person and property for the state to use however the fuck they want. Hey. All right?
Fuck off.
Shit, no. Whoa, I'm so sorry. I just thought, why I'd want someone who cares about me to. Oh shit.
It's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it'll have to be okay. It's just like these fucking assholes. They put me in a box because of what they say I am, and I'm realizing that I, you know, like. I have this choice to go out and be better than the life I've already lived or die. Or live the life they said I did. You know, with them, it's just like, nope, you had your chance. You blew that shit off. You know, you live with the consequences no matter what else you do with this life. So now what? I don't get free? Not even an opportunity? Why? Because I've made mistakes. Like I've served my time. I've repented and reformed. None of these niggas are perfect. So why the fuck do I gotta be perfect? Why can't I be human? Why can't I fuck up and fix it? I just want to fix it. I want to help my people. And I want to be bigger than myself and show all those motherfuckers that they don't own me or control me. Like I'm a human.
What else would you want to do?
I mean, I don't know. 19, in jail on a felony charge. Fuck can I do?
Oh, stop, that's nothing. Oh, when I was your... Well, I mean, we do things to survive. We make choices that unless you wake up with 37 cents in your bank account with a father, a mother, a brother, another that depends on you putting a roof over your head, you do you. You survive, and sometimes that angers those in charge, and fuck them. Fuck them all. You had one day, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 moment of your life where you were caught doing the wrong thing. I mean, how many kids over at UCLA, USC, UC Berkeley will bump it on a Saturday night and grow up to be doctors, congressmen, entrepreneurs, whatever, and profit off your addiction and affliction? I'm sorry.
You're good. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah. I gotta find someplace new.
Really?
No, I mean, no, maybe. This whole... Oh, it's silly.
Say it. Just be silly.
Okay. I don't have much to live for on the outside. Like I said, family's gone, brother's away. But I don't know. I feel like that's all starting to change. Maybe one day it'd be good to see my mom. I miss her breakfasts.
Breakfast? Just like normal breakfast?
Oh, you don't even know. Philly breakfast is pork roll omelets, fuck ton of ketchup, fresh Schuylkill River water bagels, Philadelphia cream cheese, Wawa peach iced tea, because why the fuck not, and scrapple.
What the fuck is scrapple?
Oh, imagine the worst parts of a hot dog in patty form, and you burnt the ever-loving fuck out of it, and I mean like char, like give me cancer char. Boom, you got scrapple.
That's I'm not sure what to think.
Oh, it's gnarly and gross and amazing and Philly, and it's also mom's there and dad hides behind the Enquirer. Not a sound is heard. It's just us there.
Sounds nice.
And you?
I just want cartoons. Aldi brand cereal, my sis, little man. Nowhere else to be, no fires to fight, or wrongs to right. Just us.
Sounds like love.
Do you believe in love?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Do you?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Have I felt it yet?
Probably not.
Oh, you're a cranky bitch. You know that.
Yeah, I am. I think you like it.
You have beautiful eyes.
Oh, how can you see? I can't see anything.
I know, yet I see everything clearly.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, it's not that I don't. I remember.
Okay.
77312 takes 21507's hands. They trace their veins. Their hands find each other's faces. Even closer. And then the slow tilt into a tender yet curious kiss. They pull back. Look into each other Another kiss. The earth moves. 21507 comes into 77312's arms. Lights shift. Movement 8, 10 a.m. 41212, 21507, and 77312 walk through the remnants of an old house, something large and magnificent gone to the fire. The house is a sooty mess, strewn out with an intense amount of fallen drywall. Our folks are sifting through the rubble, looking for anything to salvage.
Anything?
Nothing.
Nah. Everything gone.
I hate this the most. Never gets easy. Whole family's lives gone.
Oh, I've got some socks.
How'd they make it?
Oh, they're not great.
This feels hopeless.
Oh, I got something.
They pull up a picture. It's of a little girl holding a red balloon.
Cute!
She can't be more than what, like 4?
Maybe. And look at her little dress, all flowy.
Red. With pink flowers.
It's a little much.
Yeah, I was never one for pink and red.
Yeah, that looks like Burkhart German Club Oktoberfest. First year out here, my brother dragged me to it. Oh, we heard it was the best in the state.
Now that's a fucking pretzel.
Oh, they're huge. You get some string and you could like easily make a kite.
How's the beer?
Huge fan. Maybe too big of a fan. I remember spending more time than I'd care to admit spewing chunks on the bathroom floor. Yeah, not a very good look, but a very good day.
Maybe you saw them.
No, for the sake of the child, I hope not. Who else lived here?
Probably a nice...
White lady.
Latina.
Who?
Just got a big job.
Oh, at Disney?
A Pixar. She wanted to make something for her daughter.
In the following, the smoke pantomimes the story they build.
A story about...
Hillsides in Mexico.
Wolves.
sister wolves.
Who traveled the countryside?
Looking for food.
Oh, because their uncle
Theo,
was killed.
in the beautiful yet scary fires, they learn that out of the fire, out of Earth's great destructive force, a new life will breathe itself into existence.
Ghost Theo.
Out of losing Theo, their bond as sisters grows,
And they travel.
Through the countryside.
scouring each town
Together.
in search of
Food.
Shelter.
home. Come on.
And they meet a tiny mouse named Raymond.
Okay, sure. Who's Raymond?
Oh, they think he's food, but the younger sister finds him charming, goofy, silly, so she saves him and carries him right above her left ear, and he tells her jokes.
Oh, of course.
And he helps them get to Mexico City, the city of palaces.
Why can't they stay where they were?
The fire.
And the hunters! Always someone looking to make money off them, eat them, sell them, degrade them, make sure they do better. So they go on an adventure where there is this sanctuary.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Home. She'd love it.
I'll get it to them. I'll make it my mission the second I'm out of this place. I'll get it to them. I'm going to down the mountain. Just feed some birds. Hey, just take your time.
Cigarette.
I thought you'd never ask.
They smoke together. Maybe a small kiss.
Oh. we're gonna get in so much trouble. This is wrong on so many levels.
Why? Because we're queers?
We're lucky. If they wanted to, they could fuck us.
Or I could fuck us.
I'm being serious.
Me too.
Maybe later, okay?
They kiss.
When did you know?
This?
Well, sure. I meant the whole gay thing.
Yeah, the whole gay thing.
I'm new. Stop playing. Tell me.
Yeah, I think it was always there. I wasn't really till high school, though. I was late to it, to actually accepting it.
You're preaching.
Huh.
So, why so late? Aren't white people supposed to love their gay kids?
I mean, no. I guess some are. Being gay and Jewish, I left it for a long time. Felt like I didn't belong.
What about now?
I'm getting there. Gonna get there. I'll get there.
I believe in you.
I believe in you too.
I've been thinking.
That's never good.
Well, I've been thinking about where we should go when we get up out of here.
Oh yeah? Where's that?
Sylvania.
Oh, gross.
No. No, let's go to Philly.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. I've heard incredible things.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, then let's go somewhere else.
Where?
Anywhere. I don't care. Fucking Nashville.
Nashville?
Why not? Hot chicken, good drinking, country music.
Oh, I fucking hate country music.
Okay, me too. But it doesn't matter. I'll have you. Like, my sister and little man, they're coming too, but no, it'll be us. So we'll be
Together.
And we'll dance.
She puts her cigarette out in the ground.
What song plays?
I'll be home for
Hanukkah.
Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. 'Cause Christmas Eve will find me where love like glue. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams.
You're a terrible singer.
Well, what about my dancing?
God, that sucks too.
Oh, come on. Close your eyes.
Huh?
Just for a second. Close your eyes, please. Just you and me and the breeze.
They both close their eyes. The debris on the ground ascends into the sky and becomes snow that now falls with the ash. The music swells and the two lovers dance amidst it all. They tell the intricate story of the love they found. They dance amongst the clouds, dance amongst the smoke. Movement 9. As the lights fade on the dancing and the mirage, we see the cigarette butts put out just moments before. They begin to burn into a cacophony of fire and smoke, dancing themselves. The most incredible mosaic of shards, lights, and fire you've ever seen. Lights ignite. Movement 10, 2 p.m.
Own up! Did you follow the fold? Did you do as you're told? Did you take your orders and fly right? This fire isn't yours, right?
Right, sir!
Right, sir.
Are you sure?
Sir, yes,
Yeah,
sir!
Yes, sir.
Well,
What? Spit it out.
Nothing!
Hmm.
Sir! We're exhausted! We've been out here for 30 hours. The ground is too unstable. The fire is raging. Any chance of us coming back after whisking into these flames is nearly impossible. We should wait.
You have a duty.
No, I understand that, sir. I understand the need, the want to be done, but...
You must fulfill your duty.
Okay, the visibility is low. And these cliffs are dangerous when it's a clear day. One false step and we will die.
Many have. But we trust you. We need you. Go in, get out, and go on.
Okay, but there's no one in there. And you know that. Anything like going into that is a suicide mission. Don't be stupid.
41212 is hit in the stomach.
Ah!
You've been good. And you're almost done. Do we need to go over rules and procedures?
No, sir.
Do you understand the consequences?
Yes, sir. Sir!
Yes.
We'll secure the perimeter. Look for life.
Contain! 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 Masks on! Forward!
Give it.
look, I'm
Don't! Give it now!
77312 hands over their lighter.
Clear to the northeast.
Roger that.
Don't spend too much time moving.
And then
Just keep moving. Run.
They all start to go. 77312 and 21507 in one direction, 41212 in the other.
where are you going?
Northwest.
What? No.
I want to get this done.
But what if we...
You're adults! You can do it!
But we gotta stick together.
We'll make it through.
You don't know that. How could you possibly know that?
Hope. Now. Over to northeast. Lamps on. Circle around the cliff. You see? And we'll meet up there. Make our descent.
They ready themselves. They charge forward. Lights out. Movement 11, 9:30 p.m. We watch the fire dazzle for a moment. Loud, horrific, beautiful. 21507 jumps into the clearing wearing a smoke mask.
Come on!
Head back. We gotta.
Soon!
This shit's thick.
No, I'm aware.
Hey, I ain't losing you.
Oh, we ain't losing anyone.
But we.
Hey, hope, right?
No, but this is. When do we have to decide to survive?
Just a little further. Get to the halfway, and if we don't see them, we just assume they went back.
Okay, you're stupid, but you're right.
A smile from 21507. 77312 takes their mask off and removes 21507's mask. They share a kiss.
Okay. Maybe I'm stupid.
You're not the brightest. Let's go!
They leave. Another side of the fire, 41212 is struggling with the smoke. The flames are not as thick as we've seen, but the smoke is at its worst.
I can't. Fuck, it's in my mask. I'm such an idiot. And why didn't I just take the penalty? Why am I always so stupid about this? A little bit of weed 10 years ago, now this, huh? Oh, no way back down that way. No way now. Okay. One step at a time. One foot in front of the other. Back down we go. Okay, breathe. Step. Clear. Breathe. Step. clear. Breathe. Step. Fuck! Ah! Fuck! Gotta move! Gotta go! This is so unbelievably pointless. Sophia. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Which 9 years, 8 months and 24 days of work, making myself better. To die all the same? Save the people. I guess. Who cares? They don't. They feign some existence about justice and mercy. But really, they only care when the end comes down on them, never on me. On us. Down here, struggling. Surviving. Fuck them. The money. The audacity, every administration, every CEO, every Hollywood fuck who kicks, screams, yells for research and reform and then takes their private jet to fuck women whose names they don't know and fuck the people in the houses who expect us all to clean it up in time for the shitstorm to continue. The very ones who let it all keep on. Wait for someone to swoop in and save them from the thought of their own complacency, their own carelessness, their own fuck it all! All this over a little bit of weed. Why? Why is it that I'm the one to solve all their problems, Smile when they hit me. Make nice for my actions. Stay in my place always and forever. Check off felon for the rest of my life. Fill the pockets. Serve as a test the will of the spirit. Keep the machine going. Die for their comfort. I sold weed to kids who now lobby to make sure I never get out. Yeah. Let it burn! Fucking all of it! Let it burn! Let the earth stage its magnificent power on every last corner of this earth because we did it. We did it. We invited death and we comforted it. And now I guess the only way to learn the lesson is if we all learn the fucking lesson. So let it be as it needs to be.
She sees the lamps of someone. They take a step and the ground gives out. She's now hanging at the edge of a cliff.
Fuck, hey! Hey!
Your other hand fast!
Just go!
No, not without you.
Hey, we gotta get going!
Shit. Go!
No. Ready?
I don't think I have a good grip.
Just try. 1, 2, 3.
They pull. They're all excruciatingly slippery and heavy. There's some give, and 41212 makes it even harder for them.
Fuck! It's no use.
Just go!
Watch out!
A large branch swings through, narrowly missing them both.
Hey, they're right. We're not gonna get them, but we might still get out of here.
No, come on. You told me not to give up. You told me to hope, to have fight. Come on, I won't leave them behind, and I know you can't bear to do that either. Oh, come on, you bitch.
They reach for 41212, barely reaching them. They start to pull up. 21507 joins them. They pull. They get 41212 up. They all embrace.
Oh, you guys are idiots! Come on, let's go.
They start to move. Suddenly, a huge branch comes down, slamming into 77312's chest, pushing them over the edge.
No!
41212 catches 21507, who misses 77312. The moment freezes. It feels like forever. Blackout. Movement 12, 11:30 p.m. 41212 and 21507 sit outside the van. 41212 smokes a cigarette. 21507 cries silently into a canteen. 41212 sees them crying. She slowly makes their way over to 21507. They stand over them silently. They offer a cigarette. 21507, shaking, grabs the cigarette. They attempt to light it. They get it lit.
I don't mean to dig into wounds. Wounds I know will be there forever. In you. In me, in both of us. For so much more than ever, but freedom.
Yeah, I know.
Wonder if they'll get her.
They don't give a fuck. Slap her number on someone else's back and go on. Who cares?
Do you really mean that? I'm sorry.
I think we're gonna get out of this.
They look off into the vast California midnight, holding on to life, bracing for the future. Two 21507 can't finish. Out of nowhere, 77312 comes on stage. They are tattered, their arm is dislocated, there are burns on her fingers, the uniform is tattered. But they are standing, they are walking, they are alive.
No fucking way!
21507 looks up and sees 77312 and runs to them. 77312 collapses into their arms.
Suck it, Scenic.
Oh, God damn it, I wish I could punch you right now!
Get your friends back.
Medic! We need a fucking medic over here!
Don't run. Come sit.
No, but...
They ain't coming anytime soon. Just sit. Both of you. I just want one moment of peace and quiet.
No, I never should have left you. I should have kept looking, or...
Now you gotta go. Always gotta talk.
Shut up. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for.
So what now? What do you want to do?
Do? Can't do anything. Go back.
The words echo and float amongst the air. A long, long time in space. Then, the crying stops. The smiling stops. It all stops, because it all goes on. As the lights come down, embers illuminate the night sky. End of play.
Hi. Hey all. Say hi on the Zoom world. Awesome. Awesome.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Yes.
I muted myself. Hey guys.
It's Zoom. So I want to start with first thanking everybody who's hanging in and watching with us. We're excited to talk to you about some of the creative behind the scenes moments that we have had creating this world that you guys just saw. Yeah, so I'd love to start with everybody who's here with us doing some introductions, and I'll tell you who I am. I guess I'll start. I'm Cara. I'm the director, she or they pronouns. I'll pass it off to Tatum.
Cool. Hey guys, I'm Tatum Anderson. I'm a senior here at TFT studying stage management and sound design. I was the sound designer for this project. My pronouns are she, her. And I'll pass to Jordan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jordan. I'm a second-year Scenic and Production Design MFA. My pronouns are he, him, and I was the scenic designer for this piece. And I will pass it along to Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a second-year MFA costume designer at UCLA. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll pass it off to Kyle.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kyle J. McCloskey. I'm the playwright. My pronouns are he, him, his, anything respectful. And this is my thesis play. And I'm really excited and so thankful for the artists that you saw perform the play. Lucy, who's behind the scene, Jeff Burke, who also worked on this, making sure it looked pretty, and especially these designers and Cara as well. Just want to put that out there. I'm gonna drop that nugget in the chat. Just gotta do it.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for you all to show folks what you've been working on, but before we get into like showing them the deets, we've been in this moment in this pandemic, and it's been really difficult for all of us as theater makers, as people who want to create stuff like in person, and we do it for the people, you know, to be in space with the bodies. And before we go into your presentations, can you all talk a little bit about what this process was like for you and how it was different designing for Zoom, or how it was different designing for an eventual production? Yeah.
Absolutely, I can go first. I think specifically with this production, what kind of stuck out to me was, obviously we don't have a physical set for this piece, but in thinking of the concept and the research, I think it made the visual language even that more important. So finding imagery and things like that that really express the essence of the piece became vital to kind of the creation of the piece, especially with sharing imagery with not only the creative team here, but with also the actors to help kind of inspire them, because obviously doing theater on Zoom, it can be kind of draining, be kind of isolated. So finding those moments to kind of inspire and spark this kind of new form of art that we're all creating just was extremely important to the process.
Yeah, I can also talk. I think one thing that was definitely very different with the Zoom production is kind of the subtle forms of collaboration that you can get with in person, you know, talking face to face, you know, sitting through tech rehearsals with one another, whispering in each other's ear. All of those kind of subtle communications, you know, you don't have those anymore. So you have to figure out how you're going to effectively collaborate with these people, like having meetings with the actors, having meetings with the director, with Kyle. So that was a very interesting change.
Yeah, definitely tech rehearsals this past week have been interesting. Yeah, using the chat room as a little, you know, backstage chat or talk or something, working things out with just the way Zoom works and the way that it cancels, you know, background noise, and then we want that background noise, or working with the platforms that we have. Yeah, and I think also I found that when I initially was like designing for stage at the beginning of this process, I found once we kind of decided that Zoom was going to be our final destination and like a staged or a Zoom virtual reading, then translating the design, less adaptation and more translation, I guess, was pretty key in the sound design, just as like to aid the dialogue and the narrative as much as possible.
Yeah. It's been a journey, right, y'all? It's I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
and I'm excited for you all to show your work. And you all already heard Tatum's work too a little bit, but I also want to throw in if you're on YouTube and you want to throw any questions our designers way, you can do that in the comments section while they're presenting some of their beautiful visuals. So awesome. I will go ahead and we'll toss it over to Ben first and we'll go across the screen. How about that? Amazing. So,
All right, cool. Sure, can I share my screen? Is that a thing I can do?
You should be able to.
Cool, there we go. All right. All right, awesome. So basically when I first read this play, something that I was like trying to keep in mind through subsequent reads and through listening to rehearsals is kind of just like the heat and the intensity and like what these fires like actually look like and what these people really look like while they're, you know, risking their lives for less than minimum wage. And so like, there was something I just needed to keep in my brain. So I really pulled all of this research just so I could feel that heat while I was designing. So as I went on, one of the challenges I knew that I was going to face was obviously these people are all going to be in uniforms. They can't, you know, go out of uniform. And so like I was originally worried that I wasn't going to be able to provide so much characterization within these individuals. And then when I started researching, I found all of this like really rich detail, all of these beautiful portraits of all of these inmate firefighters that started to bring out those details that I thought were really great. And I dug more into those, dug more into the camps that these firefighters work in. I found these incredible like hats that the different camps use as part of their uniform to identify themselves. Thinking about the different ways they wear their bandanas and the sunglasses and the goggles around the neck, things like that. All of these details were like so interesting to me and how I could bring those to individualize these characters. Yeah, so when I started narrowing down who these characters are, I started attending rehearsals and listened to those. I had meetings with Cara and with Kyle and with each actress individually. And it was really interesting. It became kind of an intuitive process that I was feeling out. So for 41212, she's the oldest of the group. She has the most time. And she talks about getting out on good behavior. She talks about safety. So I think those are the things that she values. She values getting out as soon as possible. She values her safety. So I think she's like very much in uniform, very regimented. For 21507, I think, well, obviously these are all queer women. I don't know that any of them fall particularly on the feminine side of the spectrum, but I think she's probably the more feminine of the three. And so I kind of tried to convey that with the intentionality of the way that she styles herself. One thing that we really connected with, this was like part of the intuitive process, is like this, the actress and I and Kyle all really resonated with these hats. So that was one thing that I thought would be really helpful for this character. And then for 77312, she's the youngest of the group. She gives kind of the most masculine energy to me, and she uses humor as a coping mechanism, which kind of indicated those sunglasses and the bandana around the neck. So those were just a few details that I wanted to give her. So now that I've talked about individuality, another part of this play is the kind of anonymity that goes into this. Of course, all of these characters are only referred to by their numbers as opposed to names. So one thing that I wanted to convey was that kind of anonymity. Another challenge of the script was this play, the characters need to get dirty as they go along. They're staying up all night fighting these fires. So how are they going to get dirty? So we came up with a few solutions to that. One was I would really love to explore a way that they can authentically get dirty as they're interacting with the set, with things like charcoal powder and fuller's earth, things like that. But another solution we came up with for that was adding more layers with more and more dirt the more they go on, which also kind of solved the anonymity problem for us. So as these characters move through this play, they're adding more and more layers that start covering up those individual details until, when the drama's at its full height, when the fire is burning its hottest, they're near indistinguishable from one another. And so that realization was really incredible for us. And then, of course, at the end of the play, they are allowed to kind of reveal those layers and get back to their individuality. With the caveat that they're still, trapped in this system. So, yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben. I love seeing those. I love seeing the sketches. Awesome. And without further ado, let's toss it over to Jordan.
All righty. Get set up real quick. All right. Yeah, so like I said earlier, most of my process was developing a strong visual language within the concept and the research, since we weren't actually going to have a physical set. A lot of these images you see are things that I pulled from. Some of them are pieces that I created through the process of photo bashing and using Photoshop. Yeah, and kind of in the beginning of our process, we were talking about this idea of drawing lines and parallels between the idea of the system and nature, or this institution in nature. And it kind of, from there, morphed into, we were more interested in finding out what was the kind of the psyche of these characters, and trying to figure out some way to, rather than overtly show just a mountainside, in blaze in the image, what would it look like more if we were having the set actually reflect more of the character's internal emotional state. And so that was kind of just the beginning of the process. And then kind of at the heart of the research, when we were having all these conversations with the team, we kept, again, trying to figure out some sort of design that would be able to harbor not only this burning landscape and these wide kind of large views, but then also be able to contain them and have this contrast with these more intimate moments where our characters kind of almost feel trapped in these moments and not able to kind of escape. And then so we talked about this idea of our characters being this conservation camp program, which I found very interesting because we place these individuals in these extremely severe situations, and they're kind of masked as these opportunities for these incarcerated inmates, but really they're actually more damaging at times than they are helpful. So that was something that I kept thinking in my mind of, how do we create a space that's going to have this level of harshness and intensity that these actors are going to have to interact with. So I started doing research that spoke to me more of the essence of the piece. One of the things that I thought was really interesting is this idea of futility. The idea that Kyle had presented when we originally started speaking of this piece, that this was an impossible play. Some of the stage directions have, as you heard today, these moments of trees ascending into the heavens and pantomimes with the smoke. And I kept thinking of that idea of impossible. And it kind of resonated with me with the piece of, this impossible slope. There's no way of kind of escaping this system throughout the play. And this idea of creating a language of this repetitive motion. These individuals go out and do these dangerous acts only to be sent back to a cell and wait until they're called out for the next time they have to go out into a fire or go out to work. So that was something I wanted to explore with this idea of this impossible incline and this sense of repetitive motion. And then talking about specifically this idea of the system, or this systemic feeling, there's two layers we were kind of exploring with it. This idea of when you're in the system, you're kind of a cog in the machine and you continue to work no matter what the cost is. But then you think of the idea of what does it mean when you're outside of the system? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it freeing, or is it, just as oppressive? So these were areas that we were thinking of, like this idea of maybe when outside of the system, is it kind of a void, and kind of playing again into this idea of the space being more of an open kind of negative space that's playing with the internal feelings of these characters. And I think all the characters have these elements of searching, whether they're searching for oneself, searching for their beliefs, and also searching for other elements of like the ideas of home, purpose, truth, justice. So these were just other elements that started to layer in as we were diving deeper into the piece. There's a strong sense of also this idea of identity, but more importantly, this idea of loss of identity. Ben was just talking about creating the layers and you losing some of your unique qualities. And, it always resonated with me, this idea of our characters don't have specific names and they're all been boiled down to a number. And, what does that mean when you lose a part of yourself because of a label that you've been given? And in turn, with this idea of loss of identity, it's trying to figure out how do we make these connections and creating these relationships, these communities, bonds, and within these connections, utilizing them. And it's what helps us kind of give us the sense of being able to survive or being able to push through to the next moment. And I think for this play, that's extremely important for these characters to just get from movement to movement, from the next fire to the next fire. So yeah, these were kind of elements that I started discovering within what is the essence of the piece. And then the second half of my research started going into more of the idea of what elements could we incorporate into an actual design of this piece. So one of the things that we started to think about was, rather than overtly showing the fire, how could we abstract the fire? How could we show elements that are still going to have the same qualities, but not be so utilizing something like projections where you'd project flames or something on a wall. So we started finding elements like intensity, figuring out ways that we could utilize light to give these parallels of that uncomfortable nature when you're so close to these intense fires, these raging fires. So we were thinking of, with these intimate moments, if the space is maybe less bright and not as harsh, and then when we get to these moments of incredible danger, the lights just blast out, and it's almost uncomfortable to have to look at it, and you almost have to like look away from it. And then we started talking about, the idea of visibility. Obviously, going away from just the idea of this would be something that would be incorporated with having these large fires, it kind of raised the idea of being trapped and kind of feeling suffocated. And we really wanted this piece to kind of place our audience in the position of our characters. Rather than them having a fourth wall that they're looking into the piece, they're actually having to feel the anguish and the distress that our characters are having to go through. And so this was another element that I thought would be interesting to add into the piece. It also brings up this idea of like not being able to see what's in front of you, and I think plays up with this idea of the uncertainty of what your future lies, or what these individuals' future holds for them. Again, talking about the idea of what is life outside of the system. And Ben was also mentioning the idea that we wanted to not only bring layers of clothing back to our characters, but also add this kind of, charcoal or something that could visually show that they are having a change into their appearance. But even more into this, playing with this idea of deterioration, we thought it was interesting that rather than have just a plain stage floor, having some sort of actual physical, visceral material that the actors had to incorporate and interact with was going to bring this physicality to the actors and show again this struggle of them having to maneuver through these pieces and not having this kind of flat, sturdy plane, but almost a plane that has different levels, and you don't know if you step in it if it's going to sink. And I think that was really an interesting piece that was one of the initial starts of our research that we had kind of grasped and honed into. And then just again with talking about the palette, we were really interested in discussing the ideas of the intimate moments having a lot more of these muted tones that kind of create this negative space, again, this voided space. But then again, having these moments of kind of brilliant, intense oranges and lights that kind of contrast each other. And yeah, and then some of the other images that I started pulling and collecting were thinking about ideas of distress, pain, institution and nature, hope, and support. And yeah, and that concludes kind of where we landed with this first stage of this process for Where the Love Light Gleams.
Yes, thank you so much, Jordan. I especially love futility so much. I feel like it captures so much of like what these folks are trying to do. Thank you so much. Awesome, and not least at all, Tatum. What do you want to show?
Yeah. Well, you know, sound is a lot less visual than costume and set. So I guess I can speak to some of the design first. So looking into abstraction, as Jordan mentioned, to begin there, I kind of wanted to parse out these different spaces that we go into with the script. So me and Cara were talking about kind of 3 initial spaces, and then a 4th grew as costumes grew, but an exterior, of course, so the forest and this, the variations with fire intensity and closeness to fire. I had the interior space, which is the van ambience, playing with intimacy that is really not intimate. Like you're in a van, there's someone driving the van, you know, you're always, as an inmate, you're always watched, you're always observed, there's always someone over your shoulder. So what does it mean to really have those intimate moments? When are we truly together with each other, you know, alone, or, you know, when is a voice cutting in and saying we're rerouting, or, you know, something like that. So playing with the intimacy of the interior in the van, and then this 3rd space that's more of a head space, that's like the prayers and the letter reading, and the pantomime as well. So again, this intimacy that's completely separate from our perceived reality. And then as costumes grew, we had these helmets brought in, which was a really exciting idea for sound, especially just because, you know, that means mics change. If the characters are mic'd, the quality changes. So I was talking with my advisor, and we were just like, let's go full into what that helmet space would be like, and let's put the audience in the helmet as well. So when helmets are on, we're getting intense, the fire is crazy. So yeah, playing with that would be the way to go on stage. But I will share, let's see. I will share some drafting that I did of the space in the Mead Theater. So let me just zoom out and then share my screen. I got all the show stuff still up on my computer, so sorry if it looks cluttered. But so nope, this is not the project. Sorry, guys. Okay, wait, that's my final for my sound class. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm getting there, I swear. Yes, this one, Love Light Gleams. And here we go. Okay, awesome. So yeah, this is what the space would look like. And we also have another row of seats back here that just isn't present in the drafting here. But so we've got the center cluster of speakers here. This is what we call our main PA. And then we've got our subs in the back just to give a big shake to this space. And then these surrounds were pretty important to me because of course in theater, spatialization is so key for sound. So playing with the directionality of a tree branch falling and swinging, or, you know, when we're in the van, is the whole space in the van? Are we watching the van? And so we decided that the whole space is the van, which was really cool. So, you know, what are we hearing? Where is the bump happening? The back of the theater is going to hear, you know, lower frequencies. Front of the theater is going to hear more of the tinny kind of clicks and stuff that happen when you're in the back of a van. Yeah, so this is just kind of something we mocked up. Let's see what else I can show. And then, so of course, designing the actual Zoom show was a little different, as I talked about. It was translating those spaces, those 4 spaces, into, I would say, further abstracted. So we were looking at what an abstracted fire would sound like. And so something that isn't, well, in my research, I was discovering that fire itself doesn't really have much of a sound unless it's burning something. So what does it sound like for, what would you hear if something wasn't exactly burning, like as an abstracted fire? And I came up with this wind, this like howling, fire spreading kind of fear, and also to do with the visibility, as Jordan was saying, with the smoke, and just, kind of concocting this fearful energy that's also beautiful and strong and familiar for a lot of us in, nature and forest modes. Let's see what else. A lot of the stuff I have is like very technical, but I think it could be kind of fun to show. So this is what my initial, let's see if I can share. This is my Reaper session, which is my digital audio workspace. And so this was like, this is how I mocked up a lot of the transitions to begin with. And so we were focusing heavy on transitions for the actual like virtual performance. And so I was kind of going from movement to movement. We're going van to forest to music to dialogue. So yeah, trying to stay organized with all that with my color coding. But yeah, so this is kind of what that beginning process looked like. And then of course I'll just stop sharing. Okay, cool. And then of course we went straight into a QLab session. And QLab is how we queued the show. Second the show? Okay, yeah. Amazing. So this is the big old list of everything you heard in the show today. So building that further into something that can be performed, of course, or played along the performance. Yeah, I could show a cue list, but that's just boring spreadsheet paperwork. So that's where I came from, and that's where we landed. So it was a fun process to, translate the onstage design with spatialization to something more abstracted. And I found it was more akin to designing for like a podcast play or a film even, in terms of like, you can't predict what the audience is, how they're going to listen to it. Are they going to be listening in headphones? Or are they going to be listening plugged into a TV or, something like that. So kind of had to design for a universal soundscape, as one would for a podcast or film or something like that. Less spatialized, but still very dynamic, hopefully.
Yeah. And I remember very distinctly when Tatum and I were talking, and we're like, yeah. The sound is everywhere though, right? The sound feels thick, right? The sound feels thick, just like the fog, just like what's happening inside of the characters, minds as they're trying to make their way through all of this. So it was really, it's been really exciting. I'm so who's gonna do the play, y'all? Who's gonna do it so we can do it in 2022? I'm looking anyway. Awesome, thank you all. So do we have a question?
We do have at least one question in the chat. Thank you for everyone who has been putting questions in the chat. And the first one comes from, this is Sylvan Oswald, a young playwright, a young whippersnapper of a playwright. The question is for Cara, actually. Cara, did you find that your initial idea about contraction and expansion evolved over the course of the process, or deepened in other ways?
Yeah. So when I like first read the play, like the very first time, and like giving my like initial very feedback, I was like, it's like this play is all about like when we're like inside of the van in these like small moments, and then we're pulled into this like giant massive world that is like the outside and is like in a wildfire that is like expansive, and like how does fire begin and end? Like, can you see the end and beginning of it when you're in it? And so I think that that's still very an important thing to this play and to this process. And if anything, I think it's deepened into becoming like, it's not only the contraction of an expansion of like physical space, but of the idea of the character's breath, of them being able to continue to like inhale and exhale inside of the smoke, and to carry that even further into like inhale and exhale the idea of like freedom. So the idea of the expansion of the outside, of being outdoors outside of like physical walls, and the contraction of being shoved forcefully back into smaller spaces. I think if anything, it's just deepened to me the idea of this constant push and pull that we have, like obviously in everything, but in systems, you are constantly pushed or pulled and put inside one thing, and even though you're inside of maybe a large expansive open space, you're still like locked in to your place and where you are, and that expansion and contraction can only be as wide as your lungs or as wide as the cage that you're allowed to exist in. Yeah. I'm not sure how super concise it was, but I think it made sense to me.
That was great.
But
Just absolutely great.
Great. But I yeah. There's so much in this play though that, like, speaking of like for and talking about and to the designers, is that Kyle wrote these like really impossible play stage directions, inspired by the Queen Paula Vogel, in Sylvan's class. Thinking about like when you all read something like the second most beautiful, magnificent explosion of embers and flames, like as a designer, where does that hit? Like, where does that send you?
I mean, it excites me because again, it's the possibilities almost become limitless at that point because of the fact that these directions don't have kind of a sense in reality. You know, we're not abiding by the rules of traditional standards of what we see normally. So like I think one of the moments that resonated with me and I kept going back to is this moment where they're dancing and it says, now it's, the ash is falling and we're listening to them. It's almost like they're ascending. And I think, like, to me, it just means that I have even an ample amount of kind of creativity that I can tap into, rather than being very, restricted. If we were just saying like, this is exactly what it's going to look like and this is what it needs to be. So yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that sends me to the back of the theater. That sends me to the left of my head. That sends me to the subs in the front. Like that sends me everywhere in the space. That consumes the space. Those stage directions were so inspirational for actual spatialization. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, when I was reading this script, I mean, looking through it, I was having a tough time visualizing, how these characters are going to get, dirtier throughout this play because they barely ever leave stage. So like at that point, it's like once you have that kind of impossible challenge, all of a sudden, like you can do whatever you want with it. And like, what you need to do is like express a feeling, or like for instance, with those explosions of light and sound, all of a sudden, you're able to create this experience that gives you the feeling that this is the third most beautiful explosion of light and sound you've ever seen. So like it's kind of a really fun challenge for me anytime I get those impossible stage directions.
Yeah, one more thing. I also saw it as like an invitation for the audience, like come take my hand and I will take you into to see these shards and these lights and the most spectacular. Like it's such a outreach toward an audience member to bring them in as much as possible, which is always exciting.
Yeah, and I think as a designer, like we crave those challenges because I think it's out of those challenges we come up with even more intense creative solutions. So it's just exciting.
Yes. So obviously everyone should write impossible stage directions all the time. And speaking of writers, we actually have a question for Kyle as well. So, Kyle, can you talk about how the play adapts to the changing laws and political environments that encircle this play?
Yeah. Whew. Thanks for the softball question, by the way, to whoever answered that question. No, I think like the thing is, so obviously this play was not written like within the last like 20 days, right? It was written prior to the election, the past election. This play actually started like really like in earnest 2 years ago when Sylvan Oswald gave me a prompt in a class to write an impossible play. And so I just remember at the time being really frustrated with the space that we were in, you know, constantly hearing about like the wildfires happening in California and then these programs that were existing or that have existed. And the California Conservation Program was established in 1917, I believe. So this has been going on now for over 100 years. So when we talk about like a changing political system or like a changing political, let me see what it says actually, changing laws and political environment, you know, the political environment obviously has been rife for this system to exist for over 100 years. So in that regard, listen, I have to hold on to that hope. I think this play is proving to us that we have to hold on to the hope that one day we'll get to a moment where we realize like this is modern slavery and we will stop this program. But in reality, I actually don't think that the political environment changes the nature of this play all that much. Not to be this guy, but Democrats and Republicans on both sides of the aisle are really bad when it comes to prisons. Just gonna put that out there. See you later, chat folk. When it comes to changing laws, like obviously there are updates that need to happen. This play existed, like I said, prior to even like this past summer, a law was passed in California after a lot of outrage about this program. Once again, when the fire started again in August, there was a lot of conversation about this program. And out of that, a new law was passed that there is now a system in place, and it's alluded to in the play, that a inmate, in theory, could go into this program. They could get reduced time on their sentence and then get out, and then they can go into a process where they can have their record stripped clean, and then would be able to apply for their EMT card. But even that is just more red tape, because like right now in like a Gavin Newsom, California, in theory, that sounds like a great idea, right? Like that we're going to easily be able to just like ship these people through and like allow for them to regain some of the like autonomy we have as citizens of the United States, citizens and non-citizens of the United States, I should say. And then, but that political environment won't always exist either, you know? Not that long ago, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's a Republican, was the president of the state, which is still a wild sentence to say, even with all of the political space that we've held for the past 8 years, or really 4, but really 8 in this country. So yeah, I think to that question, it's the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is that there is still an ongoing mass incarceration issue in this country that we need to settle and we need to figure out. And we need to return humanity back to the people, regardless of what their crime is. They still are humans, and we need to be treated with the dignity of that and such.
Yeah. No, I think that was a great way to think about the play, and like it, though, like it's interesting because it's like it's just the play is a microcosm for like not just the prison system, but sort of like all of the systems that are like upheld by our like white supremacist view. It's in arts, right? It's in the way our nonprofits function. We can look at the play and see just it's the systems that trap folks and keep them unable to move on and be able to function or be viewed totally as whole beings. So yeah.
Real quick, I'm being fact checked by my mom. I accidentally said Arnold was president. He was not president. He was governor of California. Still fucking weird that Donald Trump was president anyway, and is president. And Jesus Christ. Anyway.
I mean, he could be. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the president of California.
Right. Yeah, which is the third, the seventh largest economy in the world. So, what a time.
Awesome.
Kyle's mom. Yes. Thank you, Sylvan.
Thank you, Kyle's mom. Love
Thanks,
it.
Mom. Watching all the way from Philadelphia. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Again.
Yeah. So, sorry. Good. You go, Cara. This is your shindig, Cara. This is you.
It's a party.
We're dancing to your tune. Let's go.
Gosh, my tune was just gonna say, like, I want to thank everyone again so much for their hard work that they put in on this project, and that I cannot wait until we have an in-person Lovelight that we can go in and see and feel and experience and touch all together. Yeah. Any last notes from anybody? Thoughts, feelings?
Well, just thank you for this process. It's been a real joy to work on.
Yeah, I mean, it's been incredible, especially in this trying time, still creating art. I think that if anything, that's what comes out of this is art can still be created even in the most difficult of times. So, and this has been a great process with everyone. So,
Yes. Yeah.
Word to that. Second it all.
Yes, and know that we're creating in all spaces and will continue to do so ever on. And I'm so proud of all the work that everyone did. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in and watching. Y'all are awesome. Thanks, Kyle, Jordan, Ben, Tatum, everyone, Sylvan, Adrian, all the people I forgot, my mom who's watching also.
Cara's mom! Woo, Cara's mom!
But awesome. Oh, and obviously Lucy and Jonathan. But thank you all so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the future, hopefully in person. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye.